Cinema Classics is sponsored by the Gateway Film Center and is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to shows online at WCBE.org. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
This is Cinema Classics.
It sure is.
And we got plenty of classics in the pipeline because the Oscar nominations came out.
Oh, boy.
It's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
We always spend that morning together. It's nice, right?
Yeah. And we're also going to be appearing in Upper Arlington. And maybe the 29th, or I forget. No, it's not the 29th.
Yeah,
it's
look
just
it
before.
up. Google
it.
Right. Google
Right. Anyway, we'll be there talking to a big crowd, as we always have, talking about it. But I wondered if you could talk with me a little bit about my concern on the nominations.
Okay.
And my concern is that there are two very fine performances that aren't recognized.
Yeah.
First of all, The Farewell as an international film.
Okay.
Okay? And, what happened is my question. Secondly, why it wasn't Adam Sandler nominated?
Yeah. That is a huge omission, right?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler has been winning all these awards up to, the nominations came out, and nothing. Uncut Gems got nothing. In fact, we had this conversation yesterday. The Best Picture nominee field.
Yes.
The Academy can nominate as many as 10 films.
Right.
Right? They only nominated 9.
Right.
Which means they had a little bit of elbow room.
Yes.
Uncut Gems doesn't even make that cut.
Well, let me posit this to you then about your concern. Both of us have done a show. We did a show on A24, the production company.
Yeah.
Now, this is the production company that made Moonlight. And we know
Oscar winner.
Oscar winner just jumped out toward the end. Now, in our current concern, it is both the production company for Sandler's Uncut Gems and The Farewell.
Yeah.
So both of those, which we would have said, put your money down, they're going to be nominated.
Chris Hamill, the president of the Gateway Film Center the other day.
And our sponsor.
Mentioned this.
Yeah.
That A24 is great at acquiring interesting, terrific films.
Yes.
They're terrible at securing these Oscar nominations or these awards.
Yes.
And until he said that, I know, I have a sense of how, studios and production companies curry the favor of Oscar voters. They market their, they want this one, consider for your best, what do they say? For your consideration for Best Picture, this film, or for your consideration for Best Actor. A24 is right. They're terrible at this. So there must be some marketing.
Gotta be. Let me list their films, okay? Midsommar. Lighthouse. Hereditary. 8th Grade.
I know.
And then add Farewell, Moonlight, and Uncut Gems.
You're just scratching the surface. They're producing more great films than any other studio. It's interesting. I didn't think that marketing played that significant a role in it, but apparently it does because.
Yeah.
But see, then how do you explain Adam Sandler winning other acting awards prior to this, including, didn't he win the Golden Globe for?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
So he gets other recognition. He doesn't even get nominated.
The film doesn't get any nominations.
And I don't care about the film. I care about him.
Yeah, I do too, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. So,
let me posit this to you. Do you think there was another actor that there was a lot of Oscar buzz on when this movie came out?
Okay.
And I wonder if, because of their similar histories, that they canceled each other out. Eddie Murphy for Dolomite.
That's a good point.
Dolomite Is My Name.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about him getting an award nomination for that.
Yes, yeah.
Now, it didn't pop up in any of the...
No,
He didn't get a lot of award season momentum, but I wonder when it comes down to something like that, if Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler are being voted on and people are going, oh, here's the funny guy.
Exactly.
Here's this comedian turn, and if that doesn't just negate.
And we know that of those thousands who vote, some of them haven't seen the movies. So they're going to make that judgment.
Yeah.
Because I don't think if they see Uncut Gems that they could not nominate him. at very least for that tour de force performance. All right, let's look at some others.
I want to talk about two other snubs.
Yeah.
And see, because I think if we focus on the snubs, we'll get to the other,
right.
the good stuff. I'll probably mispronounce her name. Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
Right?
You got it. That's a good one.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
You don't know how to say it.
Yeah, no, but it sounded so good.
For Us.
Yeah.
Remember that role she played?
I do.
It was an iconic. Whatever you think about the performance or the film itself,
right.
She is a powerhouse in that movie.
Yes.
And I thought that was an oversight.
No, you're right.
Right in the actress category.
Yeah, you're right. What do you think about Florence Pugh?
I like her a lot. This is one of those actresses, a young actress, who bursts on the scene, and I say this all the time: slow it down with the award nominations. Right? Because she's got a long way to go.
I know, but she was in Midsommar.
I know.
And I like her obviously in Little Women.
I like her in I Fight With My Family.
That's right. I never saw that, but
wrestling
I need to see that.
Very charming.
Yeah.
But my point on that is, if you weigh her down at this point in her career with so many expectations, and you're going to derail the momentum.
I listen to you because you do point that out regularly, and I think you have a point. Now, there's no question that for Best Actress, Renee Zellweger is going to win.
You think?
I think so, for Judy.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did win the Golden Globe.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And I don't always go with that, but I have to say I've seen the performance, and even if you look at Harriet and Cynthia Erivo and Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan in Little Women, and Charlize Theron in Bombshell, I think Judy is just, although not a great film, her performance.
Yeah, right. I agree. She is really great in it. Charlize Theron, I thought, didn't, as skilled a performance as that was, I'm not sure it's an Oscar-worthy performance. I don't know that she needs to be there. She certainly could have been pushed aside to make room for somebody else. Talking about another snub in the Best Actor category.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Robert De Niro.
No.
Not there.
I knew it wouldn't. It's too subtle.
Right. It's because he's reacting mostly to what's going on around him.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And he's got lots of close-ups, and he's there, a man on decline.
Yeah, it's a great role for him.
It is.
It's one of these, I think he quietly, and it's great because he is stepping aside to let these other guys shine a little bit.
Yeah.
He is, however, a producer on The Irishman, so if it wins Best Picture, he'll get a statue.
Oh, right, I know. Now, motion picture. Talk to me.
This is what makes me nuts a little bit. Because I'm not sure why, if you can nominate 10 films, why you just don't nominate 10 films.
I know.
There were a lot of great films this year. So the Best Picture field looks like this. 1917. What do you think?
I think it's biting at the heels of everybody.
Okay.
I think it's come out late. While I'm not a proponent of coming out late, but it's a powerhouse.
All right. Ford versus Ferrari. What do you got?
I'm so happy. It's not going to win.
No. And this is, if Uncut Gems is not on here, neither should Ford versus Ferrari. As competent and fun and I like this movie's like a throwback to the 80s movies, like The Right Stuff and Tucker, A Man in His Dream. Those kind of like, here's how they did it movies. But it doesn't belong.
I was elated, but I never thought it would get nominated.
Okay, let's rifle through these real fast.
Right.
Joker.
Yeah, well, we know Joaquin Phoenix is going to get it for Best Actor. Joker got the most nominations.
11.
11.
Yeah.
And that's a surprise to me.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, boy.
For my money.
Sneak up. That could sneak up.
For my money,
take it.
That was the best movie of the year.
I'm not going to deny it.
Tarantino at the top of his game. It's time that the Academy recognizes this guy. He has changed the industry, has changed the way audiences look at films. He's one of the most influential directors ever.
Yes.
And his films have always been deemed too violent, too quirky, too this, too that, right? The Academy always errs on the side of, a Dances with Wolves type picture, an inspirational type movie, as opposed to giving the award to him. So I wonder, is it time for them to recognize that?
I think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for instance, for Jojo Rabbit
Yeah.
to get it. I
No,
think
that
that's
was
nice.
a long shot.
Yeah, that's a.
I love the movie though. I thought it was
Yeah.
underrated.
Well, what do you think about Parasite?
No, okay. I have a theory.
All right.
Okay, listen to this. 1917. Not really. It's a retread. It's basically World War One version of Saving Private Ryan, right?
Right.
So we can't do that. Ford versus Ferrari, as we said.
Yeah,
It's just out, right? Joker, possibly, along with The Irishman, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, too controversial right now at this moment.
Okay.
Because of all the angry white
Okay.
guy stuff,
All right.
with toxic masculinity.
All
We don't want to award that. So knock all three
Okay.
of those out. Okay. Little Women. This is one where it could sneak in, right? But I feel like awarding Little Women the Best Picture only lays bare the fact that they ignored Greta Gerwig in the director category.
Yes, I know.
And so that's an embarrassment.
She got it for screenplay, right?
Right.
Adapted screenplay.
But it's embarrassing. So let's ignore that one.
Boy, now you're telling me about embarrassing, right?
Okay.
She should be far more prominent
Right.
in all of this, yeah.
Marriage Story. Again with the white people. White people problems. We can't do it. After Green Book, after the debacle that was Green Book, we can't do it. Jojo Rabbit, as we said, a
Yeah.
little too on the
Yeah.
outside. That leaves Parasite
I can't
to
believe
walk
it.
away with the Best Picture, thereby making the international category more interesting. Because either one of two things happens. Let's say Parasite wins Best Picture, okay? Best International Picture either goes to Parasite or Pain and Glory.
Yeah.
And if Parasite wins both categories, it will be the first time
yeah.
one
It'll
movie
never happen.
has won both awards.
Here's the way it's going to go. Parasite's going to win the international, but it is not going to win. I don't
That's
think...
the safe bet.
Yes, I know it is, but no...
So then who wins Best Picture in your scenario?
Well, boy, this is you've already enumerated the few, including Irishman and Once Upon a Time, that could take it, but I don't know where to put my money down.
Yeah.
These are good films, either one of which could. And 1917 is coming right up on the heels. So I believe those are probably the big ones.
I think it's got to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite.
Okay, yeah. I just can't believe it for Parasite. Okay, so, God, I feel exhausted already.
Never underestimate Hollywood's desire to make more money. And if they make history by making Parasite a double Best Picture winner,
Yes. All right. Are you okay? Now, what? Here's one that's interests me.
Yeah.
Both of us would be interesting because we're going to do a show on this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now, we're going to do a show on Joe Pesci.
oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
For Best Supporting Actor. Now,
Okay.
It's just a show on him. But don't you think that he'll beat out Al Pacino? And Brad Pitt?
No.
You can't tell me Brad Pitt's in this category.
Brad Pitt, yeah. So this is where the marketing stuff gets interesting, right?
Yes.
They deliberately split Pitt from DiCaprio.
Yes.
DiCaprio gets in the actor category. Pitt gets in the supporting category. And I
Right.
think the reason they did that is they know
They don't want
he's such a strong contender for this award that he walks away with it, essentially. This is his time. He's been nominated 3 times before for Moneyball, 12 Monkeys, and Benjamin Button. And it is his time. Just like it was Leo's time a couple
But
years
if you're
ago.
talking
I know,
art,
listen.
if you're talking art, you're telling me
listen,
he
are
beats
we
even
ta-
Tom Hanks?
Are we talking art?
No, I guess we're not.
No, and I'll tell you what. I will say this about Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It is one of the great confluences of movie stardom, acting prowess, and on-screen charisma.
Oh, yeah.
And when that perfect storm happens, I think you just step aside and I'll argue the same thing with Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. Goodfellas tapped into all of Pesci's charm, all the sort of volatility there, his dynamism,
Yeah.
and it came together. He
Which
won.
are all tamped down.
Here, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But this is Brad Pitt's Tommy.
Yeah, all right. See, I can't.
He's gonna win.
I'm so exhausted I can barely
I'd
talk.
be mad
All right.
if he doesn't win.
But that's
He should win for his hair alone.
yeah, man in his late 50s now,
He-
looking pretty.
he is
good.
beautiful.
All right. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
That's our take.
Wow.
You're gonna have to visit us in Upper Arlington if
Yeah.
you want to get
Check
the
out
finals.
Upper Arlington's Parks and Rec page for
Yeah.
details on our Oscar prep
Right.
class.
Okay.
you.